What's good, everyone? It's Chambers. We're in FL Studio 20 today, and we're going to be making a beat for Rich Forever, including famous DEX, CRITCH, and Rich the Kid. Now, they all have crazy energy, and they're on wavy and melodic beats, so we're going to make something like that today. And the next 3 tutorial videos that I'll have on my channel will be for CRITCH, famous DEX, and Rich the Kid, so stick around for that. So I got some keys loaded up in Purity, and we're going to build out a chord progression. It's going to be lit, it's going to be bouncy, it's going to be fun, it's going to be wavy. So let's do it. It's got to be high tempo. I'm going to do like 160-ish. Minor chord, what is that? D sharp minor. Down into an A sharp minor. G sharp minor. Let's raise the velocities for all the chords. And drag them out. And repeat the chord right here. So now we have a wavy chord progression. I'm going to add another sound. I'm going to go for an arpeggio. Change it up at the end. So that's an interesting twist on it. So now I'm going to take the arp and put it into a new pattern, and let's get another instrument. I like that melody a lot, so let's put that into a new pattern. So we got F. Going up one semitone into F sharp. Then I'm going to have a slide note going from B to C sharp. And for my slide notes, I like to go into 1/4 step for the grid. And then have 3 of these blocks right here for the slide note. So if you don't know how a slide note works, it's usually the note before it in the scale. Like in this scale, we have B and we have C sharp. So the note before C sharp in the scale would be B. So we're sliding from B to C sharp, not from C to C sharp, because C is not in the scale. I'm also going to move this over to the left. Down to A sharp. Drag that out. Back to the normal grid. Now I'm going to mix it really quick. Put it into the mixer. I'm going to start with the chords by doing an EQ, high pass filter. Just to cut out any low end. Add stereo separation to make it wider. Arp, high pass filter with stereo separation, of course. And for the flute, I think I'm going to put some delay on it. Make it interesting, right? Fruity delay too. Probably going to go to 4 for the time. Actually, I'll go to 8. Lower the input level. So it's basically a low mix level. Now let's level it. And we don't want to add too many melodies because we got to save room for CRITCH, famous DEX, and Rich the Kid. Alright, now let's add some drums. Alright, so at this point we got plenty of drums, and I'm about to start putting the 808 in. So what do we got? We got 808, clap, hat, snare, kick, open, perk and a shaker. So let's go into the piano roll where the chords are and start adding the 808. Gonna lower its level. So here I'm gonna hit the root note, but I'm gonna put it up an octave. And then same for that note, G sharp. Let's put that 808 into a new pattern and put it into the playlist. Then I'm going to clone it, and we're going to make this second pattern unique. Now we got that in. Let's get the clap on the 3 and the 7. And the hi-hat. Nothing too crazy. Probably a stop and go pattern. At the end, I'll add a roll and make it interesting. Zoom in. Let's get half step. Drag out the note and hit Control U. I'm gonna drop it down and bring all those hi-hats into the second half. Now I'm gonna add bounce with the snare. Now let's get the perk in there. Let's get the open hi-hat. Then I'm going to put the shaker in, and as you can see, the open hi-hat has its own lane right here, and the shaker is going to go right there. So they share the space every other bar. Like that. And we also got to add a crash. Oh, and I forgot the kick. Let's put that in real quick. Now we'll put the flute and the arp back in. So as you can see and hear, there's a lot going on. So we're going to mix this real quick. Starting with the 808, I'm going to add saturation to it, a lower form of distortion. I usually bring the knob up to about 2.4. And then the saturation type on low, because we're in the low frequency range. And I put the 808 in mono, so it hits straight forward. Then the kick, I'm just going to add some more high end for more texture around the 3K area. The clap, just a high pass filter and some added high end. Snare, a high pass filter. high pass for the open hat, and I do a lot of high passing just so I get out any unnecessary low end frequencies, clear the air. Then the crash, I'm going to add a flanger. Make it interesting. And I'm also going to lower the mix level. And now I'm going to start panning the perks left and right so they're not all in the same field. So we'll start with the open hi-hat. I'm going to pan that to the left and the shaker to the right. And I'll put that perk to the right just a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to level the whole thing. I don't know if you're noticing or not, but the panning is really clearing it up over in this area with the percussion. I'm going to raise the melodies up. And take every instrument and bring them down a little bit. Now I'll structure it for the intro and the hook for you guys to hear. Start with the chords and just a taste of the flute right there in the intro. Then I'm going to have a 16-bar hook. At first, there's going to be no melodies, and also we're not going to have the kick or the shaker or that perk. Then in the second part of the hook, we're going to bring it all back. So this is what it's going to sound like. So I definitely hear Famous DEX, Rich the Kid, and CRITCH on this. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something too. And again, up and coming, we got tutorials coming for CRITCH, Rich the Kid, and Famous DEX. Each individual tutorials for their styles. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in those videos.